is the battle that killed both of us. So stuck in the center, I managed to get a bit of advantage. He gets the advantage, and then what's up, guys? It's Greg back with another AAR video, just 4 days out from UAC 3, my match against Uzair, the terrorist. And I thought this was a good time to go back and review some of the maybe ups and downs I had recently at the Vietnam Open. But before that, I want to take a second to thank our sponsors, Mistel, Anonymous, Hao Yao, HS Bro, Augustine, and Percy. Thank you all so much. These are the guys who gave me who really made these trips possible for me. Japan, Vietnam, and then also soon to be the World Championships. Thank you guys, and on to the video. So over here, first match was against multiple-time China 86 kilo champion Zhou Jianwei from Shanghai, China. So as some of you may know, at this competition I was not in my best shape because just 5-6 days prior I was at OSSU Games 6 over in Japan, and I had recovered a little bit, but it wasn't enough to be 100%. But that being said, I was still not super beat up. I was at least 90, maybe even 95%, so very close to my best form, but still not quite there. So first round, I asked Joe if he wanted to go in the strap. He was fine with it. And initial hit, I felt really good. Brought him like halfway down to the pin, almost there I think. But he just had too much in terms of like elbow integrity and sort of being able to jam in his pronator. So overall, he was able to bleed me out, just going back a little bit more, let you guys see. And yeah, just jamming forward, sort of like how Hermes did against the Levan. Almost exactly the same thing. And I was not able to finish, didn't have enough side pressure, and fouled out twice to lose the match. So next up was against some Vietnamese guy. Sorry, wasn't able to get his name, but it wasn't a notable guy. There, you are gonna see a notable Vietnamese contender later on. You're gonna see the number 186, in fact, puller from Vietnam later on. But yeah, this is not the guy. So this guy flashed him pretty easily, and this guy as well, not super notable, managed to beat him pretty easily as well. And this is the one, let me just pause it for a second. This is the one who is Vietnam's number 186 kilo puller. So I think his name is Tran or Tin. I think it was Tin. And yeah, he was number 1 in the 86 kilo category on the left hand before this. And now he's also competing on the right hand as well. So very strong guy. I think earlier on he had a match with my teammate Sam, and he was able to defeat Sam pretty convincingly. And he was also able to defeat another guy in the lineup, Alexander Belosov, who is from Far East Arm Wrestling, trains with Schoolboy and those people over there in Vladivostok. So really strong guy. But yeah, he was also the first guy who refused to get in the strap with me. But as you guys saw there, really easy to get out of the strap with him. And he's a press puller, so I tried to stay out of his press, was able to take him out of his shoulder line. Over there, you can see again, hit fast out of his shoulder line. He wasn't able to commit, and yeah, just drove with side pressure, and I was able to take the win. And now moving on to the match against Alexander Belosov. So earlier on I mentioned Alexander Belousov, he has had multiple international titles, especially in the Asia to Russia region, in categories ranging from like 80 kilos all the way to 90 kilos. I was this was one of the matches that I was really nervous about, because he had previously beat a lot of Asian champions, and I wasn't really very confident going in, especially in my not really 100% state. But that being said, he agreed to strap, which at first he hesitated to, but then I think maybe he realized I was a top roller and he was a hook puller, and he thought that the strap would benefit him more. So over here you can see, got a pretty okay setup, and he gets the hit, but isn't really able to finish, and I'm able to pin him in the same fashion that I usually do. So the last match, we are going back to the finals. So that was the semifinals in the losers bracket. Now it's the finals again, with the same Chinese 86 kilo champion Zhou Jianwei. But before that, remember to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell notification to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. And if you want to support me even more, you can join my Ko-fi or Patreon, and there you will get access to tons of other exclusive content like after polls, training tips, Q&As, and much more. Members of my Ko-fi or Patreon are also automatically entered to my monthly giveaways. And now, back to the video. Zhou, again, he pretty gentlemanly of him, agrees to strap. He knows that I'm not at 100%. He knew about my trip to Japan, so he didn't really put up much fuss about it, and really thanks to him for that. But yeah, go straight to the strap, and we both have very similar styles, as you will be able to see in a couple of moments. Both of us rely heavily on pronation and back pressure to crack the opponent's wrist. Had a bit of an elbow foul there, but yeah, about to see. Yep, him going for a similar type of pin as me, but he gets the elbow foul this time. And then we're going to go to our final hit, I think, where you're going to see quite a long battle. And this is the battle that killed both of us. So stuck in the center, I managed to get a bit of advantage. He gets the advantage, and then he brings it all the way to his side. At this point, I'm just holding on for dear life with my pronation, get the second elbow foul, and that is basically over for me. Didn't have enough gas left in the tank to hold on, but yeah, that was the end of my journey. Got second place at the Vietnam Open. Super proud and happy with that achievement, even though it wasn't a gold, but I think it was as good as it could have been. I don't think I could have won Zhou Jianwei in any form on that day. So even if I were to be at 100%, I think Zhou and I would be at like a 50-50 match. So that was my AAR. Overall thoughts, I think I felt pretty okay. Recovery was good. I managed to get better pronation in the setups. So I learned from some of my mistakes from Japan. And also, I learned that I'm not an 86 kilo puller, so already started my cut for World Championships, and we'll see how this goes on this Saturday against Uzair.